Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And you know what? We are celebrating our 50th anniversary, so we got ourselves a lot of gear in the rock shop. Lots of gear. Knit hats, trucker caps. I mean, this, it's getting warm out there. Is it? No, it really isn't.
We got teased for a half a second. It was almost trucker hat weather.
Almost, yeah.
But back to the beanies, baby.
Back to the beanies, baby. I see what you did there. So if you will even like light zip hoodies, I mean, because we're in that we'll get close to transition weather. Whatever you want, man. That rock logo celebrating 50 is right there on there. Help celebrate with us. KISW's 50th anniversary at the Rock Shop at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. Oh, yeah. Get pumped up. Oh, yeah.
And after daylight savings, I need to get pumped up. I don't know, but that 1 hour just absolutely wrecks me today. It's a Monday.
Oh, it didn't wreck you yesterday?
Yesterday went by too quickly. I felt like I slept in, and then suddenly it was like 5 p.m., and I was like, done. I was like, all right, cool, sweet, Sunday's done. And then, Monday just sucks butt.
Oh.
Wow, okay then.
Rather aggressive.
Well, yeah, that's how I am today.
So it's at the time change thing. It's making me see things like snow in Fife right now.
It better not be snowing in Fife.
According to somebody, it says it's snowing in Tacoma. And another text says, I'm wondering if it's snowing in Seattle. We have mixed snow falling in Kitsap County right now.
It's like March, like the middle of March. Can we just not do that anymore?
Right, we got teased with the spring dip, and now we're back to winter.
I know.
You guys forgot Puxatawny pain in the ass. You know what he said.
No.
I don't know what he said, but it's time to cook him up for dinner. I'm sick of that damn Puxatawny.
Yeah, that damn gopher. Where the hell he is. All right, let's get to our contestant. We got Lance in Bothell. Lance, are you there?
I am here.
Excellent.
Lance, is it snowing by you?
It actually was tiny this morning in Edmond, so yeah.
Damn.
Wow. I don't need that.
According to the weather app, it is saying snow, 90% chance in Seattle right now.
What?
Forget about it.
Yeah. Well, Steve.
Oh, man.
Get out of here. Check out that window and give us a report when you come back. This is going to be... Oh, dear. For those playing at home, Lance will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Lance, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready to kick him in the Blarney Stones.
Wow, nice. Which U.S. state was an independent nation for 10 years during the 19th century?
Hawaii?
No.
I don't know, pass.
In what year of the late 90s did Netflix first launch?
97.
Yes. How many Major League Baseball teams are there?
Oh, Jesus. 30?
Yes. Will I Am is a founding member of what musical group?
The Fugees.
No.
Oh, God. Pass.
In which year did Ruth Bader Ginsburg pass away?
2020?
Yes. What is the
And
capital?
Black Eyed Peas.
Yes. What is the capital of the U.S. state of Georgia?
Albany?
No.
Atlanta.
Yes. Eva Longoria rose to fame on which ABC drama series?
Desperate Housewives.
Yes. Who is the lead singer of Twisted Sister?
Dee Snider.
Yes. What is the square root of 49?
7.
Yes. What day of the year is considered National Pie Day?
March 14th.
Yes. And Lance, you get a 9 out of 10.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
It's a pretty good score there. And
Is it bettable?
Oh, no. No.
Right.
No.
All right.
It is
Bet
not.
him, Rev. Bet him, Rev.
No, I'm not going to do any wagering. 2021 is the year of not betting for Rev.
Okay.
And I'm trying to stick to that.
Come on, snowing in March. Anything can happen.
Yes, anything can happen, but no, not the betting. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which U.S. state was an independent nation for 10 years during the 19th century?
California?
No.
Alaska?
No.
Texas.
Yes. What year of the late 90s did Netflix first launch?
What year of the what?
Late 90s.
98.
No.
97.
Yes. How many Major League Baseball teams are there?
There are 30.
Yes.
One of them has not been to the World Series.
Just one?
Till this year.
Will I Am is a founding member of what musical group?
The Black Eyed Peas.
Yes. In which year did Ruth Bader Ginsburg pass away?
2016?
No.
2017?
No.
2020?
Yes. What is the capital of the U.S. state of Georgia?
Atlanta.
Yes. Eva Longoria rose to fame on which ABC drama series?
Oh, Malcolm in the Middle.
No.
Oh, Desperate Housewives.
Yes. Who was the lead singer of Twisted Sister?
Oh, he will cure you if you're paralyzed. It's Dee Snider.
Yes. What is the square root of 49?
6?
No.
8?
No.
149?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You lose 8 to 9.
Oh, yeah.
Someone
nice
has a
job, Lance.
Someone has a
Nice
case of the
job.
Mondays there.
Hey, I put up 8.
You did
Yeah.
put up 8.
That's a good thing.
Well, it would be.
Oh, look at now! All of a sudden, he wants credit for doing well.
Thank
but
you.
when he wins like 2-1, he's like, "Oh, I'm amazing! I'm the best." Sorry, buddy. A loss is a loss.
Nice.
And I lost someone who's near to me. I'm a loser, and I'm not what I appear to be.
Lance did know that the square root of 49 is 7.
7.
And there was one question you did not get to. What day of the year is considered National Pie Day?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
March 14th.
Mhm. March 14th.
I did like some people say Happy Pie Day, and they showed a picture of Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf because Russell's 3 and Metcalf's 14.
Oh, that's
So that was pretty
funny.
sweet. They confirmed Russell Wilson staying with the Seahawks because of that.
Oh, does that confirm it?
Yes. Sources
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Well,
You got to get that out there as soon as long as we have a time. Really, as soon as we can. We don't know how long we're gonna have that.
exactly. Well, sorry for your loss, and congrats to Lance on his win.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was Pie Day.
Did you guys
And,
celebrate it? I know Danny did because he sent us a group text of him.
Yes, I did.
Pizza pie.
It was delicious, by the way.
And a lot of people don't really celebrate it with the pizza pie the way Danny does and the way Rev did. Rev also sent out a pizza. People usually go with the dessert pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are saying that, but it's like, I don't, Google just released a map showing the type of pie people in every state search for the most on Pie Day. Because, of course, 314 is the, calculation of pi, whatever. And that's why we say 314 is Pie Day.
More importantly, tomorrow's Stone Cold Steve Austin Day, 316.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more important because you can't have, I mean, what do you have? Stones? I mean, I'd rather have pie.
You drink beer.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
fine.
you drink beer and give someone a stunner.
Okay, I don't even know what that is, and I'm not going to look it up.
Don't Urban Dictionary that, BJ.
11 states searched for different fruit pies. So all the states were like, yeah, we're celebrating Pie Day, but you know what? even here in the great state of Washington, we were not looking up our favorite pizza pies. We were looking up dessert pies. But Danny, still, any reason to have pizza, I'm going to say yeah. So I honor your celebration of Pie Day.
Well, especially because all the pizza places in the entire world are like, Happy Pie Day, come in and get a slice for $3.14 or whatever. And I was like, well, I just want to go to Mod because I want my full pizza.
Right. You can twist my arm.
Yeah.
It's Pie Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he went to Mod, Steve, and I don't see any no-name cakes, by the way.
Well, you know, not everybody cares about you, clearly, BJ.
It's true.
Very rude.
Meanwhile, I want to give Rev a shout out because I've never heard of that. What kind of pizza did you get, Rev? I mean, this is an amazing mashup of the kind of pizza you got.
So we went to this place in Tacoma called the Tipsy Tomato. And way back in the day, they used to do, it was Hank's Dank Pies. And they kept this tradition where basically you can just be like, I want some random weird pie. And they sent me a message on Friday saying, come on in this weekend. We've got corned beef, and I'll make you a Reuben pizza. So I got myself a Reuben pizza with dressing as the sauce. We had the corned beef on there, sauerkraut, and Swiss cheese. It was fantastic.
I don't know, man.
Dude, it was so good.
You lost me at sauerkraut, though.
Why you don't like sauerkraut?
Not on my pizza.
Well, see, this isn't a pizza anymore because there's really it's just basically bread. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's a sandwich that's flat.
Yeah, other than they didn't have the rye bread, but it was essentially a Reuben sandwich on a pizza crust.
That's fair. You know, and Fred brought it in, I'd eat it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Sorry, there was none left. You cannot try any.
So, Vicky, I want you to get ready to search this because it was Pie Day, and the other kind of pie was celebrated by everybody, of course, which was dessert pies. And Washington, they basically all the states were, Google said, let's see what everybody's Googling for each state. And Washington was up there as well. And, I don't know what this kind of pie is. 11 states went for, apple pie, peach pie, like fruit pies. And then, custard pie was up there. A lot of states went for custard. And then I don't know what the sour cream raisin pie. Has anybody ever had sour cream raisin pie?
I've had pie with raisins on it, but I don't think with sour cream.
I've never heard of that pie. And then finally, for us in Washington, it was grasshopper pie. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Actual grasshoppers, like
no, it's
Mariners games.
It's not like the spiced crickets.
It looks like a minty cream cheese type pie
sold.
with a chocolate crust.
Yeah, it's got minty mousse in it.
Oh, really? But it's a cream cheese as well. Oh, interesting.
I've been wanting to bake something, so maybe I'll try making that.
Oh,
that sounds delicious.
It does look good.
It's a terrible name for it, though.
And then there's savory pies, which I do love. But, I call those pot pies at that point.
Or like the meat pies. Yeah, those are really good.
Meat pies.
Cheeseburger, crab pie. Oh, yeah.
Sounds naughty.
But you know what, Steve? There were some people going for peanut butter pie, which I know you probably would dig.
Oh, speaking of pizza pie, BJ, I have very exciting news I just found out.
What's this?
I've always shared how much I love Wicked Pie in Puyallup.
Yes.
So they sent me a message. They slid into my DMs to say, hey, thanks for all the shout-outs. We want to make a pizza in honor of you and to thank you and also dedicate and donate some of the money sold from this pizza to charity. So they asked me all this stuff. And I was like, that's cool. I didn't know if it was actually going to ever happen. But as of today, today's the first day it's going to be on their menu. You can get the Migs, which is a pizza at Wicked Pie in Puyallup. And some of the proceeds will go towards Motley Zoo, animal rescue.
Well, that's a cool thing.
Yeah. And I get to pick out the toppings.
You are now starting to pass the Heward brothers as being like the king of Puyallup.
Thank you. It's about time you recognized. Hear ye, hear ye. Enjoy the Migs Pizza at Wicked Pie.
You haven't gone past Rucky yet. I'm not too sure you're ever going to surpass Rucky as like the king of Puyallup. But I think the Heward brothers they got to take a back seat to you.
Yep. So if you want, are you curious of what's on it?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I'm very curious.
So it's barbecue, kind of a barbecue chicken pizza.
Ooh,
that's
a good call, pizza. Dude.
Because they've got some insane ones. So it was like, let's do something a little bit different than what they have. And so it's barbecue sauce base, mozzarella, barbecue chicken, bacon, onion.
Ooh.
For Danny, I put pineapple on it.
Oh, come on, Steve.
And fresh cilantro.
No, that's amazing.
Is that onion caramelized, Steve? Do we know?
I don't know, and I'll find out when I eat it.
Okay, good.
That sounds so good.
It does sound really, really good.
I mean, hold the pineapple, and it sounds amazing.
But you can pick the pineapples off of your slice, but
I'll throw them on yours.
Yeah, please.
I will.
Never a problem.
when I was coming up, I was like, I literally thought this will troll Danny. And I also I put pineapple on my pizza. So I'm like, I'm trolling Danny. I'm putting pineapple on this.
Well, congratulations. And it's for a good cause. This is a Wicked Pie in Puyallup?
Yep. 20% of the sales will go towards Motley Zoo Animal Rescue, which is very awesome. And Wicked Pie in Puyallup, man. It's going to be I can't wait to try it.
That is... You know what, dude? You've finally made it. Of all the things you've done in your life, I mean, look, I thought, this beats playing on stage with STP.
Yeah, it might.
Getting your own pizza.
I mean, I can continue to enjoy it as opposed to that. It was one and done.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, well, now I don't know what I'm going to do. I want Karma Indian. I want to go down there, but now I want a Wicked Pie. There's so many things to eat when I go see you.
Sounds like we're going to have a weekend sleepover.
That's what's going to have to happen.
Eat them all.
There's a great chat online where someone asked, what would 12-year-old you never believe about adult you? Some of the answers were awesome. We'll talk about
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. Deformed trees, mutated wildlife, and no humans for miles. 10 years after the disaster at Fukushima, see what this irradiated ecosystem can teach us about nuclear fallout on Radioactive Forest. Plus, looking for the most diverse marine life on the planet? Dive into the Coral Triangle and experience a frenzy of wildlife you've got to see to believe on nature's greatest secret. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
that at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
A user asked this question, quote, what would 12-year-old you never believe about adult you? And some of the really good replies I really like is that I found a girl that buys me Star Wars Legos at Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, I think 12-year-old you would be like, wait a second. First of all, I'm just starting to like girls, but they probably won't like what I like. So I don't know. I guess you mean to tell me someone's going to be cool enough that I'm going to want to be with and they buy me this?
And Legos are super expensive, especially for a 12-year-old.
You know, Red, that's a really good point.
As well. They're very cheap. Whenever I pop in and look at some of the prices, I'm like, holy smokes.
Yeah. It ain't cheap to be a Lego collector. It really isn't.
One thing on mine, it's like, I can't believe 12-year-old me wouldn't believe that I'd be married to a woman that would tolerate me loving wrestling as much as I do. And here I am.
Well, how about 12-year-old you believing that you would be wrestling?
That too, yeah, that's a good point. And have a woman that would tolerate me doing that as well.
Yeah, that's man, that's what I'm always surprised. Like, yeah, Steve, you're doing something that, you know, when you were out there wrestling with some people doing what you're doing, I'm like, that is something a 12-year-old kid would go, boy, that's fun, man. Someday, maybe, who knows?
Right. 12-year-olds think it's cool. Adults, not so much.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story.
Well, listen, you know what, Steve? They don't know what they're talking about.
Mom and Dad equally as proud about that moment, whether I be 12 or an adult. And by proud, I mean not at all.
One person said that 12-year-old me would be very shocked that I own an ice cream shop. I will also add that because of my ice cream shop, I was a contestant on Chopped. 12-year-old me would be more shocked by that.
Man, I would be broke and fat if I had an ice cream shop because I'd be eating all the profits.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, dude. I don't think I'd be far behind that at all.
I had to sample it. The entire thing? Yes, quality control.
Yeah.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So based on this online chat, we want to know, what about you? What would 12-year-old you never believe about adult you now? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What would 12-year-old you never believe about adult you? Your calls, your texts after Jimmy on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So there's a lot of folks on Reddit talking about what would 12-year-old you never believe about adult you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What about you? What would 12-year-old you never believe about adult you?
Somebody just said a 12-year-old me wouldn't believe that I would have 2 heart attacks before the age of 21.
Whoa. What?
Dang.
What?
Wow.
Oh, that's not cool.
And you think after one, you're like, okay, I'm good. And then you get the other one? Forget it.
By the age of what, Steve?
21.
Okay, that yeah. I mean, even like I started gaining a lot of weight, no doubt about it. When I finally started hitting my 20s, it started hitting me, and I was up there pretty big. But I didn't even get 2 heart attacks, at the weight that I was at. That just doesn't seem like a young person's thing to worry about.
No, not at all. And then on the flip side, someone said 12-year-old me would never believe that I'm 38, still don't have kids, and I was never married. I always wanted both.
Oh, yeah, I guess if that's what you were thinking about, yeah. Isn't that weird how life goes? You just go, okay, of course this is going to be happening, and then you've got a completely different life.
And it just makes you realize when you say time flies, you're like, oh, crap, time does fly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously at 38, it's easier for a man to have a family at the later years because for some reason, Tony Randall showed us the old dude that used to be on The Odd Couple. You can have kids.
Still works, yeah,
you can still do that, but damn.
Oh, I see your daughter's in the room.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
Oh, this is great. Sarah. By the way, 12-year-old Sarah was a delight.
Was I, though?
Yeah.
Mine's kind of like the texter. I cannot believe I am almost 30. No husband, no children, and I still live with my father.
Congratulations.
12-year-old me would have never thought this would be my life, but here I am.
I feel like living at home. You were always like wanting to hang with the family. I'm not surprised about you living at home.
I know, but I really thought like in high school I was going to fall in love. I was going to get married to that dude, and I would have 2 kids before I was 30.
Oh.
That's what I always thought. And now I'm going to be turning 30 in December, and that ship has sailed.
Well, nobody's really giving you any consolation at all.
You got Johnny Roberts living in the house,
Oh yeah, and we're looking at rings, but it's
we are. Hold on a second.
We are.
Wait, we're looking at rings?
Yes.
This is news to me.
I was about to say, Dad, do you know this?
I never find out about anything about my kids. So honestly, a good thing I have a radio show. I know nothing about them.
Yeah, I actually just sent him a few links of some that I like.
Now, when you say we're looking at rings, is it you're just telling him that he needs to start?
No, he told me to look because surprise, surprise, I'm actually kind of picky. So I'm pretty picky with, the kind of ring and what it looks like and this, that, and the other. So there's no way I'm going to just have him go out on his own because him and I have very different styles. So he was like, okay,
are you still thinking the pink
links.
with the heart?
No pink. Definitely all silver, but a heart.
Oh, wow. She wants a heart-shaped ring.
I want a heart-shaped diamond.
Is that even a thing?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Danny's like, yeah, it is.
A lot of people aren't fans, but I love it.
Is it like a bunch of diamonds to make it into a heart, or
No, it's actually cut into it.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. What the hell am I thinking?
The reason I know this is because my ex-wife was like, do not get me a heart-shaped diamond. That is the most tackiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. No offense, Sarah.
Boy.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
well, look what
everyone
happened to
thinks
her.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Yeah. You know
My
what else is
heart-shaped
tacky?
diamond.
Divorce. Suck it. Wow. Just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're looking. But
So, Dad, how do you feel about that?
Well, look, I'm glad that this is the next step because, it's, I don't know if we're going to get her out of the house. It's like one step closer, though. That's how I'm looking at it.
That's not happening, man.
I was going to say, you probably have to give the house to her as a wedding present.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, thanks, Danny.
Yeah, good idea, Danny. Good idea. Good
I'm
idea.
so glad you're back, Danny. Thank you.
No, and I don't know how traditional like Johnny Roberts is, but usually you would ask the father if it's okay to propose. At least all he has to do is really just walk up a flight of stairs to ask that.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave him a note on the coffee machine.
He
in the
doesn't
morning.
even have to ask me. I've been basically like saying, when are you going to take this lovely child off my hands?
Do you still want him to have that conversation, or no? You're just like, you already know I'm all right. Take her.
Well, we kind of, we had an awkward conversation with like that over
It was
the
so
holidays.
awkward.
And it was Joey and I, that both were like, cause Jay Rubs Jay Rubs is a very respectable guy.
Yeah.
So, I forget how the conversation came up, but he basically said, well, I hope I have your blessings and, or something like that. And Joey and I looked at each other. We didn't know if it was a joke, but we didn't say anything. And all of a sudden he felt like maybe I don't have your blessings. And I just thought, well, I didn't want to put any pressure on anybody. It's like, I'm not going to even give you a blessing. I don't know if you even want. It was really an awkward conversation. It wasn't like he just asked. So I didn't want to pressure the guy, but I think he got the wrong idea, like I wasn't giving my blessings.
Me being the planner I am, I was trying to plan my future bachelorette party.
Oh, yes.
So we were talking about that. And then I was like, well, I have to be engaged first. I can't just throw myself a bachelorette party. And that's how the topic got brought up.
Do we all get to go to your bachelorette party?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's probably going to be in Vegas. So you guys have to make the trip.
Oh.
Is dad paying for the bachelorette party?
Hell yes.
What? In. What do you mean, hell yes? I got to pay for the wedding. I don't pay for the bachelorette party.
The father of the bride should pay for it all, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a traditional thing, BJ, that the dad pays for the bachelorette party.
And all the alcohol.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
All of it, yeah.
Honest to God, Steve, I'm just gonna start sending boxes of candy to your house. You're not gonna know where they're coming from, and I'm just tons and tons of candy marked for your little Tay only, little tater tot. That's it. She's good. That's it. I'm gonna just jack that kid up on sugar.
So it's gonna be like, there's another box of candy addressed to our daughter. What the hell is going on here?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what's going on. It's payback. Is what's going on.
So Joe, how you feeling about the news right now about your sister?
I actually like it. I like Johnny Rubbers a lot, and I will admit the first time that he kind of brought it up, we were all at the table and it went right over my head. And Sarah had to tell me later on that she's like, that was kind of a hint that he wanted to know if it was cool if he asks me. And I was like, I did not get that, but that's awesome. So, I don't think it's like unexpected necessarily, but I gotta tell you, after knowing it for so long, it's just become so natural. He kind of feels like a family member, so it's awesome.
Well, yeah, he lives with your family.
That's true. And he's put up with BJ long enough that he's got to be at least okay with it, the whole situation.
So wait, I have a question. How was it over your head? Did he say, like, is it cool if I ask your sister to marry me? Or was it...
He's not a very shy person, and he got kind of shy when he said it. And so it was kind of like, oh, well, I kind of need your guys' permission first. And for whatever reason, I thought it was a joke, but then I realized it wasn't.
Well,
that must be a joke.
That must have made him feel real good. You're like, that's pretty funny there, Johnny Rubbers.
Oh, right?
Yeah, and I felt badly because I just didn't want to pressure the dude. That's why I didn't say anything, because I thought, oh my gosh, this conversation is turning into, oh, we're getting married, getting engaged. And I felt bad for him. I'm like, oh, I don't know what he wants to do. And Sarah's just going, basically going down the Sarah road, planning her entire life out as if this guy said yes. And so I felt like maybe I just don't say anything so this poor guy doesn't feel pressured. But that was interpreted and maybe I didn't give my blessing. So I had to fix that one. Because, man, he's a good dude. Besides, I want to get her out of the house. I don't care. You know what? Anybody at this point.
I don't know. I think the Rev's right. I don't think you're getting her out of the house. I think you're just guaranteeing that
I'll be a married woman.
You have a
still
third
living
roommate.
here.
Yeah.
Now, if he gets me pregnant, that might be a whole other conversation.
Why? You have a living nanny then.
I know. BJ, my babysitter.
Steve doesn't understand what he's doing, the hole he's digging him in. I mean, he's digging right now. I swear, Steve, you better keep your kid away from me because I am going to be the candy man. I am going to that kid's going to have so much sugar. I'm telling you right now, you better never, ever let me come anywhere near Puyallup because I will get payback. Your kid will be up 24/7. Unbelievable.
Non-stop sugar high.
Yeah.
Damn that BJ.
I don't know why Steve thinks he's immune anymore. Used to be, you didn't have to worry about it, but now, payback, baby.
Oh, I have to work on teaching her to say no to a man named BJ all the time.
Well, okay. I don't even know what to say, so I'm just gonna congratulations to all of us.
I'm going back to the whole 12-year-old version of yourself being shocked about what the adult version of yourself is doing. Chris from Graham said, 12-year-old version of me would be shocked that I get paid to play in traffic after I was always told not to. I'm a flagger and traffic control supervisor.
That is a fun way to look at that. Mm-hmm. That is such a fun way to look at that, because that was always an insult. Why don't you go play in traffic? Or something like that. And that's exactly what he gets to do.
Why don't you go play in traffic? It sounds like the worst thing you can say to a kid.
Well, that may have been said to me a couple times.
Maybe there'll be an accident.
Yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Can we predict Danny's? I can't believe I'm wearing the same clothes I wore when I was 12 years old.
I can't believe 12-year-old version of him probably didn't think he was going to wear the same wallet chain that he wears now.
No, I knew that. I've known that my entire life, that it's just on there. No, mine is just working on a rock station and being able to play bands that I was listening to at 12 years old. Linkin Park, Korn. We haven't played Limp Bizkit yet, but we did dress as Limp Bizkit, so that was great.
A boy could dream, though.
I know, exactly. So at that point, I'm like, all of that is just kind of like, if I told myself that when I was 12, I'd be like, no, you're lying. You're going to end up as teacher or something.
Teacher? What the hell would you do?
My mom was a teacher.
And why are you throwing shade at the teachers?
No, not at all. I'm just saying.
We have Mrs. Jones that listens.
I would not be a good teacher. That's the problem.
You would actually be a cool-looking teacher, though. Imagine Danny walking in looking the way he does as a teacher.
That was
that would be cool.
That was my first major in college when I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was I'm going to be a teacher, and I thought that I was going to, and then I was realizing I probably shouldn't I probably shouldn't be teaching anything because I don't know anything. Math.
I was going to say, what would be your specialty?
I have a degree in English. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that your first degree?
That was my first degree. Thanks, Rev.
Jeez, rough crowd.
I know.
Welcome back, Danny.
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Damn. Oh, man. That's a beating.
I feel the same way, though. I'm 12 years old. If you had told me I get to work at a station, and growing up being a huge Howard Stern fan, if you told me I was going to be on a show that replaced Howard Stern and performed well after Howard, that I wouldn't have believed that.
Yeah, that's a good point, Steve. I would say the same for me too. I mean, I didn't grow up a Howard Stern fan, but I grew up, in Boston with a guy who was just as popular. Mm-hmm. And you guys hunted him down for my 10th anniversary, and it was Charles Laquadera. If you told me, I always thought I'd maybe be cool to do this job, but if you told me I actually would be working on a station just like the rock station I grew up with, that would have blown my mind.
Yeah,
that would have blown my mind. I love this one. Somebody said the brother that I hated would become my best friend.
Oh, that's pretty powerful.
That is pretty powerful.
I could kind of relate to that. Growing up, I didn't hate my brother, but him and I didn't see eye to eye, and he was kind of a pretty violent dude, and I had a massive temper, and I didn't think him and I would be very close. Getting when we got older, and he made a complete turnaround when he went into the Navy and just became, I say it to this day, he's truly like that, a hero in my eyes. And not only for what he's done in the military, just as a person that he's grown up to become, but 12-year-old version of me wouldn't have believed that because he was 16 or 15 at the time. He was still throwing me around and shooting BB guns at me.
Yeah, those were the days.
They were special times.
Those were the days.
Yeah, the military, man. I don't think the military gets enough credit for what it does for a lot of people that go in and really get purpose and really understand the teamwork and brotherhood and sisterhood. Understand what it's the people that came before them. I mean, there's so much greatness that happens in the military, and they just don't get enough credit for that.
And now he's retired.
That's the other thing that'll get credit for. You can retire at 40. Damn. I mean, or 38 in some cases, man. Wow. They should really
very jealous of him right now.
Yeah. All right, we got this guy that stabbed his uncle for refusing to share his Netflix password. Hey, I'll tell you all about this at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you could get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.